Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Tilray. As you follow my channel, I've covered them numerous times, and actually an MJ stock that I stayed away from for the longest time, and I had some shares of Freya, and that's how I ended up with Tilray. But here's a look at what they've done over the last year. So it's had this nice run up on February 10th, 63.91, and it's just been tumbling down ever since then. And so we will see what happens with this one. Currently at $7.02. In the last 3 months, it's down over 40%. In the last month, down over 31%. In the last week, 9.65%, and in the today it's down 3.16%. Down. So if you'd have done an option on this one going down, you'd be setting pretty good. So I have 16 shares. It doesn't show a cost basis because this is what my Freya shares turned into. And if you don't know much about Tilray, feel free to pause, or you can watch my other videos, but it's basically an MJ play right there. And feel free to pause and go over that. Been around since 2018, 23.47 million on the volume, and an average of 19.48 million. Market cap of 3.35 billion, and a hold on a 78% hold. Here's a look at their next earnings on January 10th. So we'll see what happens with that. I just did a video on CGC, Sundial, Chronos, I believe, last week. Probably due for an update on Aurora. Aurora I'm kind of pissed off about. Totally in the red on that one. I think they did a reverse merger or whatever they did. Same way with Hexo. Kind of concerned about Sundial. That's why I did a video. They need to get it up above $1 before they get delisted. That's been my worry for quite some time. So, but they're still sucking at it. So over here on Bing, currently showing Tilray as a hold. There's a little bit more information about Tilray, or else you can watch my other videos. Feel free to pause and go over that. Tilray Outpaces Stock Market Gains, what you should know, and this is dated on Christmas Eve, the 24th, so a couple days ago. I'm just going to scroll through some of this information since it's a little bit older. But coming in today, shares of the company had lost 28% in the past month, and at the same time the medical sector gained 2.92%. So this is a lot of the MJ plays have been down. Actually, a lot of stocks have been down for the last couple weeks. Wall Street will be looking for positivity from Tilray Incorporated as it approaches its next earnings report date. This is expected to be on January 10th of 2022. Looking at the full year, our Zacks consensus estimates suggest analysts are expecting earnings of 27 cents per share and revenue of 715.58 million. These totals would be marked changes of plus 41.3% and plus 142.7% respectively. So like I said, a lot of the MJ plays have been down since February. A lot of stocks have been down, period, since about the end of November. Check out my High Tide videos. High Tide is one of my favorite MJ plays right now. So Tilray got smoked, but investors should see green soon, and this is dated on the 23rd. So as you may be aware, a Canadian company, Tilray, famously merged with Freya, just as I said earlier this year, thereby creating the world's biggest MJ company by revenue. With the game-changing development, you'd think Tilray stock would be a darling of the market. That's what you would think, but I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Like I say on every video, every time it goes down, creates a buying opportunity. So, yet That's far from the case. Tilray's shares surged in February, but that enthusiasm is in the rearview mirror now, so definitely. In the last month or two, his name is Chuck Schumer. There was a release, maybe it was about a month or so ago, by the administration in the White House right now. I choose not to say their name, but they released something saying, it was in regards to Chuck Schumer, saying that the MJ would not be legalized during the Biden administration, and therefore, ever since then, a lot of MJ plays have been down, so I don't know what else to say, but waiting for it to be legalized on a federal level, but that might not happen during Biden's office, but we'll have to wait and see. That was the last I heard, so it could be a rumor. If you have any more information on that, feel free to leave it in the comments. Tilray stock went on a wild ride in early 2021, culminating a 52-week high of 67 on February 10th. Bear in mind that the stock started off of the year at $9. Wow. After a rally of that magnitude, you might assume that Tilray's investors would end 2021 in green, but not necessarily. Yesterday, the stock closed at $7.74. Ouch. Don't forget about Freya. So much going on in the world of MJ stocks, it's easy to ignore Freya since the company isn't a separately traded entity anymore. That's just what I thought. So ticker used to be APHA. However, Freya still has a significant presence in the market as the company is Tilray's medical MJ subsidiary. Indeed, Freya continues to innovate as a provider of medically beneficial MJ-based products. I used to like, I can't say it, another one that starts with an A. Aurora Cannabis. Aurora, right here. But they did their reverse merger, and Aurora used to be my favorite, and then I switched to Freya because Aurora did their reverse merger, and so then I started acquiring shares of Freya, and then they did their merger, and now it's Tilray. So, but like I said, still past due probably for a video on Aurora. That way you can see my ugly cost basis and how far I'm in the red, but Tilray announced that Freya had launched medical MJ strips with THC and CBD-rich options. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. Tilray is 5.08% lower this year to date. It is still time to buy. I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice here on the channel. You'd have to do your own due diligence, but that's always the question. Is it time to buy? Sometimes I buy just a little bit and see if it's going to go down any more, and I'm just going to scroll through this information. But sometimes, like I said, I'll just buy a couple shares, 5, 10, see what it does for a day or two, and then sometimes it goes lower, sometimes it goes up. Sometimes it remains the same. I'm kind of conservative. I don't buy a big chunk. I don't show everything that I buy here on the channel, so I buy some in Robinhood for channel purposes, and buy some other in a retirement for my retirement purposes. So here it looks like fell 31 so far this year, and we were just talking about Aurora, so it looks like they're down as well. Here's what the market gurus say about Tilray, and we'll go over some ratings here at the end. So it's kind of a strong sell, hold, and indicates a buy, so kind of all over the place. Tilray stock forecast for 2021 week with a 201.84% downside, and this is dated on the 27th. So again, gonna scroll through some of this information for those of you that like to pause and go over that. There's some trade information. Again, you can find this on marketingsentinel.com. Tilray estimates and forecasts. So we'll see what 2022 brings for all the MJ plays. Advisor stock position in Tilray. This is dated here today. So GWM Advisors LLC grew its holdings in shares of Tilray Incorporated by 16.1% in the third quarter. Reports the firm owned 14,531 shares of the company's stock after purchasing an additional 2,014 shares during the quarter. The advisor holdings in Tilray were worth $164,000 as of its most recent filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission. So always good to see institutions, whatever GW Advisors is. So always good to see them holding shares. There's quite a bit of information in here, so feel free to pause and go over the rest. I'm not going to read it all, but this talks about the opening of the market, and so I'm just hoping for a good 2022. Like I've said numerous times, these are all long-term holds of mine. Here's a little bit more about Tilray. Engages in the research, cultivation, processing, and distribution of medical MJ. Company offers products in Argentina, Australia, Canada, Chile, Croatia, Cyprus, and Czech Republic, Germany, New Zealand, South Africa. Tilray is headquartered in Nanaimo, Canada. But like I said, these are all a long-term play for my long-term hold, and so it doesn't really matter to me if these go up now or not, because I want to acquire as much as I can. Yes, I want to see them go up and appreciate, but until they do, I'm fine with it staying where they're at, so I can buy as much as I want. So bull case for weed stocks, Tilray 2 months ago, nothing new there. Over here on a StockTwits, currently at $7.05, low of $7.31. Well, that hit a new 52-week low, I would say today. We'll have to double check that. 52-week high of 67. Return on assets amongst. Wow. Stay away. Wow. We better. So Tilray, Microvision, I've talked about that numerous times. I believe I just did I was going to do a MindMed, and then I didn't. Dogecoin, have some of that. I've done some videos, and Space. That's an interesting one as well. Teladoc, don't have any of that. Keep yammering America, but really get educated so we don't have to listen to your pointless banter. Wow. Reverse split, a guarantee? $21. This is a ACB reverse split. I don't know. Over here on, if you have any information on a reverse split, go ahead and list that. I haven't seen anything. Here on MSN Money, currently showing it as a hold. On Tip Ranks, currently as a hold as well, with a 85% upside to $13.09, high of 22, low of 8. But if you have Tilray, go ahead and list that in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you want to share. And if there's other MJ plays out there you want me to take a look at, you can list that in the comments as well. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.